Welcome. I'm so glad you're joining me today. I just want to do a quick introduction so that you know who it is that's talking to you this whole week and teaching you these amazing things that I'm going to be teaching you about your hormones and sleep and stress and weight gain and energy and essential oils. And so I just want to do a quick introduction, tell you who I am, what I'm about, all that good stuff. My name is Davina Kahler, and I am a busy mom of 5, and I am a continuous improvement consultant full-time and a network marketing professional part-time. And it is my pleasure to teach busy moms how to help and increase the health and wellness of their families. And it is also one of my biggest passions to show mothers that if you work a full-time job and you wish that you could be home with your children, that there is a way to do this. You can do it part-time where you're working until you get to a point where you can do this full-time. There's a way to be able to not sacrifice all the time. I know what it's like to need to go buy work clothes and work shoes, and I can't because I have 5 children who just outgrew all of their clothes and all of their shoes, and I have to just go without. And I know what it's like to want to be able to do things with your family and you can't because the income's just not there. With 5 kids, we have a hard time with daycare. It's like $2,800 a month. So we made the hard sacrifice to bring my husband home, and he stays home with my kids while I work outside of the home. And he actually runs a daycare in our home to help us with our income. And so he watches 3 other children at this time, and our children get their dad home. It's tough. It's not easy, but it is something we do, and we love it. We love that there's a parent home with their kids. Do I wish it was me? Absolutely. One of the biggest reasons why I got into this business, or why I started Young Living, was more by accident. Whenever my friend told me about essential oils and told me what they could do for me, I was taking my kids to the doctor 3 to 4 times a month, and I only had 3 children at the time. I hated that. I thought, this is not right. There has to be more for my kids. This cannot be how children grow up, where they're sick all the time. I'm having to take them to the doctor 3 to 4 times a month. There's another prescription they're having to take over and over and over. And my friend was so patient with me. She told me about essential oils probably 4 or 5 times before I even tried to even hear what she had to say. She invited me to countless parties that she was having, and I wanted nothing to do with it because I had no clue what they were. And now, since she was so patient with me and shared with me one day whenever I was open to hearing it, I have 5 kids, and I take my children to the doctor maybe 3 to 4 times a year, if that. That's a bad year for us. And so I got started with the oils just to make my family's life better. I had no desire to do the business. I had done a few already, and I just didn't want to do that again. I told her, I said, don't expect me to follow you down another business trail. I just want to do these for my kids. And she said, that's fine, no worries. And so I got my oils, I started using them, and the change in my family was so amazing and dramatic that I couldn't shut up about them. I shared with so many people, just telling them how my family was better, and they could see that I was feeling better, and it was crazy. There's like, what is going on with you? Why are you so happy right now? And I was like, oh, I'm just so excited because I'm not having to take my kids to the doctor all the time. I'm not exhausted anymore all the time. And those first few months, I was signing people up left and right, and the business never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind. And I signed up at that January, and in May is whenever I decided to do the business. And it was because my son Corbin, and I always tear up on this part, so I do apologize, but we had a nanny that worked in our home with our kids when we had our 3 kids at the time. And my son runs up to me and he said, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." No, he didn't say mommy, mommy, mommy. That's what I would have wanted him to say. He said our nanny's name, "Lindsay, Lindsay, Lindsay." And it just hit me, oh my gosh. My kids spend more time with the nanny than they do with me, and it broke my heart, and I wanted to come home with them so bad. And so my husband and I looked at our finances and realized there is no way. And so I set down this path of building a business, and I built fast, and I loved it, and then my whole world got knocked out from under me when my grandmother died. And basically in my building my business stopped. I let the grief overwhelm me. And evidently it's still pretty strong because this is hard for me to talk about. And I stopped working my business for a long time. And what was amazing, even now today, because since that day I haven't worked consistently, but this is my year. This is my year to change people's lives. But during that time, I have never missed a paycheck because of all that work I did in the beginning and my excitement, enthusiasm that grew this business. I have never missed a paycheck. I have not had to pay for oils out of pocket because my Young Living checks have always paid for that. And so it's passive income. It's been amazing. And this year I'm ready to move on and grow a wonderful business, and I'm looking for 20 amazing women to do this with. Oh, this is so hard. Why is this so hard? But I'm looking for 20 amazing women who have felt like I have felt, that have struggled, that would love to be home with their kids, or maybe you are home with your kids, but you would love to contribute to your household income. You would love for your families to be able to go on vacations, or you'd love for your husband to be able to be home more. So I'm looking for 20 amazing women who are going to link arms with me. They're going to build this thing, that are going to want to learn, that are coachable, that want to change the lives of others. And so that is why I'm doing this series of classes. This is why I'm doing these parties, because this is the best way that I know how to reach out to people and teach them what I've learned over the last 6 years, and to also help change people's lives. So hang on to your seats. This is going to be an amazing week of learning materials. I've done a lot of research. I have sat for hours putting this together, and it has been my biggest pleasure. I have enjoyed every minute of it, and I cannot wait to teach all this to you guys. So thank you so much. Enjoy this week. We're going to talk all about essential oils and hormones. We're going to talk about stress hormones and how it affects your sleep. We're going to talk about your energy levels, and we are going to talk about the link between stress hormones and weight. So get ready. This is going to be so fun, and I'm going to throw in a lot of fun activities in the midst of all this, and so we're going to have a lot of fun, and I can't wait to just be with you this whole week. So thank you so much. You guys have a blessed day.